Chapter 6. Lily, please hold still, Mother said again. Lily, standing in front of her, fidgeted impatiently. I can tie them myself, she complained. I always have. I know that, Mother replied, straightening the hair ribbons on the little girl's braids. But I also know that they constantly come loose, and more often than not, they're dangling down your back by afternoon. Today, at least, we want them to be neatly tied and to stay neatly tied. I don't like hair ribbons. I'm glad I only have to wear them one more year, Lily said irritably. Next year, I get my bicycle too, she added more cheerfully. There are other good things each year, Jonas reminded her. This year, you get to start your volunteer hours. And remember, last year, when you became a 7, you were so happy to get your front button jacket. The little girl nodded and looked down at herself, at the jacket with its row of large buttons that designated her as a 7. 4s, 5s, and 6s all wore jackets that fastened down the back so that they would have to help each other dress and would learn interdependence. So here's another example of a tradition where teaching people to work together because of the clothes that they wear. The front button jacket was the first sign of independence, the first very visible symbol of growing up. The bicycle, at 9, would be the powerful emblem of moving gradually out into the community, away from the protective family unit. Lily grinned and wiggled away from her mother. And this year, you get your assignment, she said to Jonas in an excited voice. I hope you get pilot and that you take me flying. Sure I will, said Jonas, and I'll get a special little parachute that just fits you, and I'll take you up to, maybe 20,000 feet, and open the door and... Jonas, Mother warned. I was only joking, Jonas groaned. I don't want pilot anyway. If I get pilot, I'll put in an appeal. Come on, Mother said. She gave Lily's ribbons a final tug. Jonas, are you ready? Did you take your pill? I want to get a good seat in the auditorium. She prodded Lily to the front door, and Jonas followed. It was a short ride to the auditorium. Lily, waving to her friends from her seat on the back of her mother's bicycle. Jonas stowed his bicycle beside Mother's and made his way through the throng to find his group. So finally, the day has come where Jonas is going to the ceremony, and he will understand or know what his future job will be. The entire community attended the ceremony each year. For the parents, it meant 2 days' holiday from work. They sat together in the huge hall. Children sat with their groups until they went, one by one, to the stage. So in this paragraph, can you find what they're talking about in terms of traditions and events? Yes, did you guess the 2 days holiday from work in which they go to the ceremony? Good. Be sure to add this to your notes. Father, though, would not join Mother in the audience right away. For the earliest ceremony, the naming, the nurturers brought the new children to the stage. Jonas, from his place in the balcony with the 11s, searched the auditorium for a glimpse of Father. It wasn't at all hard to spot the nurturers section at the front. Coming from it were the wails and howls of the new children, who sat squirming on the nurturers' laps. At every other public ceremony, the audience was silent and attentive, but once a year, they all smiled indulgently at the commotion from the little ones waiting to receive their names and families. Jonas finally caught his father's eye and waved. Father grinned and waved back, then held up the hand of the new child on his lap, making it wave too. It wasn't Gabriel. Gabe was back at the nurturing center today, being cared for by the night crew. He had been given an unusual and special reprieve from the committee and granted an additional year of nurturing before his naming and placement. So this is very unusual because remember, everyone follows the rules and people don't like to see or talk about things that are different. And here, not only does Gabriel have light eyes, he also gets an extra year before his own naming ceremony and adoption. Father had gone before the committee with a plea on behalf of Gabriel, who had not yet gained the weight appropriate to his days of life, nor begun to sleep soundly enough at night to be placed with his family unit. Normally, such a new child would be labeled inadequate and released from the community. Could you imagine a child being named inadequate? Sounds very serious and sad. Okay, so we'll stop there and we'll continue on in the next page.